Welcome back, beautiful souls. Today we're gathering beneath one of the most powerful and grounding illuminations of the year, the full moon in Capricorn. Whenever the moon reaches her fullness, she illuminates what has been hidden. She reveals truths, brings emotional clarity, and brings you to your starting point. But Capricorn energy is different. This isn't about fantasy. This isn't about wishful thinking. Capricorn asks us, what are you building and what are you committing to? And also, are your actions aligned with the future you say you want? So grab your tea, light a candle, and let's explore the spiritual meaning of this full moon in Capricorn and talk about how we can work with its energies. A full moon is a sacred checkpoint. It represents completion, harvest, revelation, emotional release, gratitude, manifestations as well. So think back to like 6 months ago. What intentions were you planning? And what dreams were you nurturing? Also, what lessons have unfolded since then? The full moon brings answers. Sometimes those answers come with blessings, and sometimes they come in endings. But both are forms of divine guidance. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. It's the planet of discipline, responsibility, karma, and mastery. Capricorn isn't interested in shortcuts. She wants results. She understands that success is built through patience, consistency, and dedication. Capricorn reminds us that manifestations are not only spiritual, they're practical. You can meditate, you can visualize, and you can also script. But eventually, Spirit asks, will you do the work? Because dreams become reality through action. And Capricorn teaches us that magic and discipline go hand in hand. This particular full moon may highlight career and purpose, business and your finances, also your long-term goals, the daily responsibilities that you have, and your boundaries, authority and leadership positions, reputation, and also your self-respect. You may feel called to examine where you're being overextending yourself, where you've been settling, where you've been playing small, or where you've been carrying burdens that no longer belong to you. The full moon shines a spotlight on these areas so that you can realign. Even though Capricorn appears strong and composed, beneath that armor is a deeply emotional energy. Sometimes strength becomes survival mode. Sometimes ambition becomes exhaustion. And sometimes responsibility becomes self-sacrifice. So this full moon may reveal a burnout, fear of failure, perfectionism, and the need to control everything. Feeling like you always have to be the strong one. And if these emotions are surfacing, understand that they are not appearing to punish you. They are appearing so they can finally be released. Capricorn energy is concerned with legacy, not just money, not just titles. Legacy. What you are creating that will outlive temporary trends. What impact are you making? What kind of life are you now building? What kind of examples are you becoming? Because success without fulfillment can feel empty. And Capricorn reminds us that the true wealth includes peace, integrity, freedom, purpose, and also alignment. Take a moment and ask yourself, where am I being called to mature? What habits are no longer supporting my higher self? What am I trying to force? Also, where do I need stronger boundaries? What goals deserve my energy? What goals no longer align with who I am becoming? What does success truly mean to me? Now, allow yourself to answer that honestly, with no judgment, only awareness. Every sign has a shadow. Capricorn shadow can manifest as overworking, isolation, being emotionally unavailable, fear of vulnerability, controlling tendencies, feeling that your worth is tied to productivity, also believing you must earn love through achievement. This full moon invites healing around these patterns or thoughts, emotions. You are valuable because you exist, not because of how much you accomplish. Rest is also productive, joy is productive, peace is productive, and your soul deserves all three of them. Spirit is saying, stop trying to carry everything alone. You don't need to prove your worth. You don't need to rush your destiny. What is meant for you is not threatened by divine timing. So slow down, trust the process, honor your progress, because you are never behind. You're right where you're supposed to be. You are becoming, and becoming takes time, and it doesn't happen overnight. So that term overnight success is a myth. Capricorn manifestations thrive through consistency. So under this full moon, you should be focusing on building your wealth, growing your business or your ideas, career advancement, healthy routines, also discipline, long-term investments, personal mastery as well. So be intentional. Ask yourself, what can I commit to for the next 6 months? Not what can I do for 1 week, not what can I do when motivation strikes, but what can I faithfully nurture, because consistency creates miracles. This is a simple ritual you can do tonight, okay? Light a white candle, sit quietly, take 3 deep breaths, and then write down 1 fear, 1 self-doubt, 1 limiting belief, 1 habit that has kept you stuck, and an old version of yourself. And then repeat to yourself, I lovingly release what no longer aligns with my highest path. I surrender fear. I trust divine timing. I honor my growth. And I welcome abundance, wisdom, and success into my life. And so it is. And if it's safe to do so, burn the paper or tear it into pieces and allow that energy to do what it does. I feel strongly that many of you have been climbing mountains that no one else can see. Spirit wants you to know the effort has not been wasted. The prayers have been heard, and the seeds have been growing beneath the surface. So just because you cannot see the harvest yet doesn't mean nothing is happening. Burdens you were never meant to carry. Capricorn energy teaches us patience, and patience honor how far you've come, and may you remember preparation. So keep showing up, keep believing in yourself, and success is because what you're creating is always meant to be while climbing it. So thank you so much for spending this sacred time with me, and if this message resonated, be sure to like, subscribe, and join my community. I would love to know in the comments, what are you releasing under this full moon in Capricorn? Until next time, beautiful souls, I'll see you on the next video.